All right. Today we watch. What are we watching? Asian people have lost the plot by Madagascar. Most of them say.
All right, so if you've been subbed to me for a while, you
Queen.
know that a while back I posted a video here on the channel called Asian People Aren't Smart
Hey,
Anymore.
what
And,
going on,
I
Lago?
covered a wide range of topics in that video,
Okay.
but my main premise was the fact that, usually Asians are stereotyped as like smart and nerdy and kind of frail and small. And
Yeah.
nowadays, it's kind of like emerging into this sort of like degen stereotype, which is what a lot of people call ABGs and ABBs. Now,
So they want break out of the stereotypical. Okay. No problem with that. Be yourself. If you're smart and whatever, then you happen to be Asian. Be yourself, not change out it because the stereotypical Nah, be yourself.
originally, the term ABG actually stood for Asian Baby Gangster, which was basically an Asian girl who was involved with gangs back in like the 90s. But nowadays, it stands for Asian Baby Girl, which is basically, an Asian girl who, goes to raves, drinks boba, vapes, dyes her hair, wears a bunch of makeup. Basically, all the Asian stereotypes that don't require you to be smart. And when it comes to ABB, it's literally just the boy version of that. There's no like actual original meaning. And the reason I'm saying all of this is because I feel like ever since like 2023, the image of Asians has slowly emerged like into like this sort of like degen ABG ABB stereotype, and it just fucking sucks because it's like, damn, the moment we're not seen as these nerds, we're just like these degen ravers who vape and like get fetishized by white people. But now here's the thing, okay? As an Asian person myself,
Is that what it is in Jamaica? No. Jamaica will take long for like it take a while. It faster nowadays, but it take a while for we catch on to the American culture. So probably sooner than later you're gonna see the Asian people like you have Asian people who are cool in a Jamaica, but we don't look on them as like, oh, him Asian and him cool. He just cool because you're Jamaican. You get that. But I guess we soon see this reach Jamaica, as all things do. Yeah. But most of them must say, understand it a little more.
I always thought the term ABG and ABB was like fucking cringe, Like if you were to call a girl an ABG in real life,
Asian
look at you
baby
and be like,
girl.
really? You just said that in person? Like I feel like calling an Asian girl an ABG is like calling a black dude a YN in real life. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're just like terms that should only exist on the internet. And for the longest time, I genuinely thought that like all Asian people kind of shared that sort of same consensus. Like, saying it is kind of cringy and it groups Asians into a bad sort of stereotype, blah, blah, blah. But I guess Asian people nowadays have just completely lost the plot because it turns out that there are plenty of Asian people who want to be ABGs, who like the idea of this sort of image. And it's like you have all these Asian creators making videos like, this is how I do my ABG makeup, day in the life of an ABG. And it's like, dude, this is videos like this is how.
Bro. Is that a fake tattoo? She put on a fake tattoo. No. Is a fake tattoo this right here is a fake tattoo? Hey, no way, it's a fake tattoo she put on for the video. I'm not sure, but if that is a fake tattoo, that's crazy. A fake tattoo for a video is crazy. Alright, we'll analyze this. Maybe. Alright. All she do is put on some makeup and probably a filter on her phone. Yeah, this look filter-ish. Damn. So the Asian smart stereotype stuff make you feel like if you put on some makeup, whoa! Come on, at 2026.
How I do my ABG makeup, day in the life of an ABG. And it's like, dude, this is a fucking stereotype. Like, this is the equivalent of a black person making a vlog and being like, this is the day in the life of a YN. Or it's like a non-Jewish person being like, this is the day in the life of a Goyim, Like, and what they fail to realize is not only are they conforming to a negative stereotype that's growing amongst Asians, the term ABG, not the original one, the new, like, internet slang, That was made by a white person. That was made by a white person so they could group Asians together and fetishize them. As a matter of fact,
Again,
there was
as
even an
usual.
ABG meetup in New York, right? I know that sounds crazy, but it was real. And half the people who showed up.
No, dog. Yes. Why one can't just like keep certain things on the internet? Like that the necessary. ABG. And every community needs to exist outside of the internet. You never need to do a group up in a real life. You don't care. When you meet up outside, because you put on the same set of makeup and then you do the same. Alright, let's go. Aesthetic. When you do this, so what? Come on no, man.
We're white dudes, bro. Like, look at this, bro. I am not kidding. Are you serious? Do you have any idea how funny and, like, poetic this is at the same time? Like, not only are all of these Asian girls oblivious to the fact of how they are objectifying themselves and conforming to a stereotype on the internet, they also just had a bunch of white dudes pull up and they let them stay. They took the photo with them. Like, what? So let me really break this down, okay? Not only were they stereotyping themselves, they also got shamelessly fetishized, okay? These white guys pulled up to an ABG meetup. They pulled up to an Asian girl meetup, okay? They were being fetishized, right? And they were chill with it. They let them stay. This was a fucking Oxford study meetup. I'm also genuinely curious as to what the white dudes were thinking. You know, like, as funny as it is that they pulled up to an ABG meetup, what were they thinking? Are you not embarrassed? Like, forget the fact that you don't meet the racial requirements. You're basically just wearing a shirt that says, That
should even happen in the first place. Them should even make the meetup, but them to the white man them come in, obviously is a thing. And probably the white man them started.
Fetishize Asian women. I have yellow fever.
Oh my god. Oh no. All of them people here are somebody's daughter and somebody's son. Them people here, all of them people here, somebody's son. All of them people here are somebody's daughter and somebody's son. Jesus Christ. Okay.
Like, what the fuck? Can you imagine being white and just pulling up to any sort of racial meetup that's not about white? Like, serious, can you imagine pulling up to any sort of racial meetup and not being that race? Like, what do they even say, too? Like, I assume they're going there to try and rizz up these ABGs, but it's like, oh yeah, what's up? You're at the ABG meetup. I can see you're Asian. Like, what do you? I also find it really funny how none of these.
And you see, like, the people them were probably go like, at the Asian girl them probably go like super into this. And the people them were quote unquote probably fall into the nerd stereotype already, and them might try break out. Like, no, just be yourself. You can be both. But when you try, you try climb out or something, like it just look like what you like. Not everything you like have to be like, oh, I'm gonna go this, that group, ABG, I'm in a nerd, look, me take off my glasses like some Disney show or something. Come on.
Girls who showed up to this meetup are even actual ABGs, you know? I know I've been shitting on the whole idea of ABGs this whole video, but they do exist. It's a stereotype for a reason, and none of these girls look like ABGs. Like, I feel like there's a certain look, you know? Like, usually it's like dyed hair, long lashes, makeup, blah, 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 blah.
The actual ABG, them not do this. I just some try people, try. I'm gonna try.
I don't see any of that, okay? As a matter of fact, this is quite literally just like an Asian girl meetup with a couple of white... This is just like a bunch of friends hanging out. Now, to be fair, this is probably what people who say ABG in real life probably look like, you know? But, it's like, come on, man. Like, this is just, like, hurting the image of Asian people even more, dude. Like, can you imagine if black people wanted to be YNs? Can you imagine that? Can you imagine if a bunch of...
We only race... Oh, man, understand the easiest like thing for pull example from, because boy, black people are very rough. But one boys man say black people. Okay, no judge, cause me understand it's easy to draw from. But yeah.
A bunch of black people had a YN meetup, the fucking Switches and Glocks YN meetup, and a bunch of sweet ass motherfuckers pull up. It's a bunch of like, you know, SpongeBob without the holes. A bunch of him pull up, and they're talking about, oh, look at us, we're YNs, and they're posting it on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? Like, as cringy and weird as an ABG meetup is, at least look the part, you know. At least look like a fucking ABG. Like,
them
come
on the ABG
on,
at
man.
all.
Like I said.
In a some leather jacket and things. Say, oh, we cool, we're ABG. No, not at all.
Said before, dude, this doesn't even look like anything related to this looks like a fucking startup company's growth team, all right, for an AI. This looks like a goddamn like Kumon certificate reunion. Also, what do they do? What do they even talk about? Like, do they just talk about being Asian? Do they do all the ABG? Do they buy boba together? Like, what does an ABG meetup consist of? Like, once you link up, what do you do from there, you know? Like, especially these white guys. What do you say? I assume they're going there to try and rizz up the ABGs. What do you, oh, what's up? You're clearly Asian. Like, you went to the ABG meetup, that's why. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Now listen, okay, as sad as it is that a bunch of Asian people embrace the stereotype so much they wanted to link up and make content about it, what's even sadder is the internet's reaction to this. Because, oh my god, I could not have imagined anything worse. I thought that every other Asian person was gonna be like, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you embracing a stereotype? Why are you saying ABG in real life? You know, all the shit that I said originally. But no, they were upset that the girls who went to the ABG meetup didn't look like ABGs. Okay, they weren't upset that a bunch of Asian people were enforced.
Him and them say when they never look the part, which they did not. Them just look like some regular Asian. They must look like them did wear makeup that they. They must look like them they wear the makeup, the ABG makeup where I'm showing that video that they did. So I don't know what them think them that will get out of this.
A negative stereotype about our race. They were upset that the girls who went there were fucking chopped.
I could go to that fucking ABG meetup looking like this in a black t-shirt and jeans, and I still would look more like an ABG than any of those girls.
That's not nice.
See, what? That's what you're worried about? Really? It's a competition now? It's about, you know, the best looking girls coming to the ABG meeting. It's not about the fact that we as a race wanted to have a fucking ABG meeting. Like, come on.
I did not see one Vivian Tran at that meetup. I did not see one single sleeve in sight. No blonde balayage, no red hair, no tattoos, no sleeves, no nothing.
That video right there just says it all, dude. She just named off every single stereotype and was complaining that there wasn't the do you see what
I'm not gonna say anything about these girls' looks because it is so obvious to me, but none of these girls look like they have ever had a head spin from a vape in their life or have taken a bump of K. They don't even look like they've ever rolled before.
That video was even worse. She's talking about they look like they've never even done ketamine before. What? Asians have lost the plot, dude. That girl's username is literally ABG Final Boss 2. But yeah, hopefully you guys see what I mean. Why is this the issue that the Asian community has?
You don't understand, dog. It's a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle. It's an ABG lifestyle. You're gonna get it. Come on. Come on. Which part you tattoo them there? Which part? ABG lifestyle. Come on.
With the ABG meetup, instead of the actual fact that we were even having an ABG meetup in the first place. What about the fact that we as a race are embracing the term ABG and ABB? That's not good. It's cringe. I have yet to see a single video saying the shit that I'm saying, complaining about the terms ABG and shit, saying Asians have lost the plot. And it's just people complaining that they didn't do the ABG right. Like, dude, Asians have lost the plot.
Boy, if you're gonna do it, at least do it right. If you're gonna do it right, nobody come mess up the thing. Them create a lifestyle. They won't come go on like you represent it and then you're not involved in a tattoo. Come on, you're not even doing no drugs. Come on.
The plot. This girl's video right here just sums it up perfectly. She's talking about she's never taken the vape hit before. She's never done ketamine. She's never fucking done Molly. Like, is that what you value? Is that what you're proud of? That's what you identify at? Like, seriously? Dude, oh my, remember when we were smart? Remember when people would look at Asians and be like, oh, do math. I missed that, bro. That was better. That was way better. Now, before I end the video, I do want to talk about one more thing I saw on my Twitter timeline, which I found really fucking funny. As I was doing my research for this video, you know, I was on Twitter looking up ABG meetup, blah, blah, blah. I come across another meetup. And it's the Wasian meetup in NYC, which it's exactly what it sounds like. It's a meetup for Wasian people in NYC.
Okay, there's a Wasian meetup in New York today.
Why them need to have a meetup on people lonely or something? Like people lack community or something? Make this them do with them time? We just watch a video about how we're going to poverty and these people are doing them time.
There's a party full with like 3,000 people. I'm meeting up with some of my friends and we're gonna go see the Wasian meetup. I'm coming out of the subway and I already found other Wasians. Other Wasians I found. Hello. Yay! We just saw the big clump. It's bigger than you think it is going to be.
Okay, maybe this isn't 3,000 people, but it's a lot of Wasians, okay? And I know all of them. I was trying to take this video to show how many people there were, and then my friend Zach just showed up out of nowhere.
Dude, I literally just...
Everyone had name tags on with their mix, so we made it to the front to get some name tags.
Should we write Asian Dad? Yeah.
Yes, it's true, we're both Asian Dad Wasians. Yes, of course we put it on our name tags and proudly displayed it. Then the organizers started some announcements. They did a roll call to see which types of Wasians there were, which of course...
You see, if we could have put this energy in things that actually matter, the world would be a better place. Because ain't no way so much people come out of them yard to do this pan up on a random Tuesday.
Showed out for Asian Dad.
And now listen, okay, as odd as it is to have a Wasian meetup, I think, it's really not that big of a deal. I don't give a fuck, you know? But what I do find really funny is the fact that, I mean, you know, Wasian people, they're a mix of races, right? White and Asian, which usually means that one of their parents is white and one of them is Asian. So, like, if you really think about it, this is just like the Oxford Study Offspring meetup, you know? Like, they're just celebrating a bunch of successful Oxford studies who had kids. Now listen, okay, at the end of the day, I really don't think this is that big of a deal. This is more just like, you know, people who identify and relate to each other, they want to meet up, I guess. It's not like the ABG meetup where they're literally conforming to a negative stereotype. And I don't think they're setting Asians back in any sort of way, but come on, dude, this shit's fucking funny, bro. A Wasian meetup? Really? Oxford Studies Offspring meetup? That's fucking funny, dude. What do you even talk about? What do you do at the Wasian person meetup, you know? I assume maybe at the ABG meetup, they were like, I don't know, drinking boba and doing like Asian ABG shit. But what do the Wasians do? Like, just talk about, oh yeah, my dad's white, my mom's Asian. Oh yeah, my mom's Asian, my dad's... Like, what? Like, what? Like, genuinely. Alright, so, quick little recap. Basically, you know, Asians have always had this sort of stereotype against them that they're super smart and nerdy and small and frail and, you know, like submissive, whatever. And then slowly, after like 2022, 2023, they kind of started building this image of like degens who party and vape and do drugs and rave and drink matcha and boba, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, as an Asian person myself, I didn't like that. I thought that was a terrible direction to go down. I always thought the term ABG was cringy. It was weird. And, you know, for the longest time, I thought Asian people agreed with me. I thought we had the same consensus. But no, it turns out that there are plenty of Asian people who like being ABGs and ABBs. They like, you know, being under that fucking stereotype. And I feel like they think the aesthetic is like cool when in reality it's just like it's just not a good look. And on top of that, you know, it's for fetishizing Asians. Like you're just fucking feeding into the fetishization of Asian people. And this entire issue that I've been trying to explain beautifully portrayed itself when they had an ABG meetup in San Francisco where half the people who showed up were fucking white dudes. And get this, right? The other half of the ABGs, they were just regular Asian women. They weren't ABGs, quote unquote, right? They didn't fit the fucking stereotype that they so badly want to portray, right? And you know, when this
probably
shit went
one
viral,
prank, dog. Probably I do one prank. You didn't think them did serious? Probably I do one prank.
When this shit went viral, you would think that all the Asians on social media would be like, what the fuck? Why are we conforming to the stereotype? Why are we having an ABG meetup? This isn't good. This is destructive. But no, instead, all the Asians are complaining about is the fact that the girls who went to the meetup are fucking chops. They didn't have dyed hair. They didn't have fucking long lashes. They didn't do fucking ketamine. They just look like normal Asian girls. It looks like a fucking Kumon certificate fucking reunion. So it's just like, but it's just like, Why is that what Asians are mad about? The Asians should be mad about the fact that we are even having a fucking ABG meetup in the first place without realizing how fucking like bad that is, how stereotypical and just like self-degrading it is, and like how unaware we are as a race by doing this. And then last but not least, you got the Wasian meetup in NYC, which, you know, a Wasian person, it's a mixed person with white and Asian. So that usually means their parents are also one white person, one Asian person, which is a fucking Oxford study. So this is literally just an Oxford study meetup in New York, which I just find really fucking funny. I don't know why,
yeah.
but yeah, that is pretty much the video.
I
Holy
see it.
shit, I'm like sweating. It's like hot in here. God damn. Either way,
Yeah, slow down, slow down.
yeah, that's pretty much gonna be the video, guys. Hope you all enjoyed it. Hope I educated at least one of you. If you liked the video, subscribe. If you didn't, fuck you. What are you doing watching this far into the video anyway?
All right. Go subscribe, man. Subscribe. Great video. Oh, like. Waste of time. I don't know why them do that. Be yourself. Great video, bye.